Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man. Giving you the truth. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. All Subjects channel. So today we gonna talk about socializing in the No Matrix miniseries. So we ain't gonna get into the documentary yet, but we're gonna break it down so you can get little pieces that you can put together. Once I do the whole breakdown of what it means to be like a no matrix person, because most people are in the matrix, and this is how you'll find out if you are either or as well. So on this one, I want to talk about friendship and dealing with people, dealing with thugs, so on and so forth, like the relationships and the mindset that you should have. Remember, one of the keys, everyone is what? Guilty until proven innocent. Do that mean be mean to them? No. Do that mean be distant? No. You got to have an eye for people. When you're dealing with these people, you got to have an eye for people. Everyone is guilty until proven innocent, so you should be prejudging everybody. Like if you black and you go to a white area, you be on your best behavior, of course. But you gotta realize how the police is sometimes and what you might be dealing with in these areas. But this is where you will want to live, because the negatives that you're gonna deal with people who might be stereotyping you are greater than the negatives that you're gonna deal with in the hood. So no matrix mind is you want to live in the richest, cleanest area, and you don't want to have no mercy towards other areas other than supporting the groups that help them. Don't give no money to no panhandlers on the street. None. If you can't discern that there's a real need there and they're not going to take your money to go get drugs, do not give them no money. Give them the things that they need. Like if it's winter time, give them a coat, give them a blanket, save up money. Instead of giving all y'all money to the church, which we're going to get into the money aspect either today or tomorrow, put some money in an envelope, and when situations arise, give it to people in need. Give it to that cousin that's finna get evicted. Give it to that person who is doing the best that they can. They just coming up a little short. Don't give it to people who gonna take it and try to fulfill a void in them that they can't fulfill. So when you dealing with these people, you dealing with panhandlers, again, don't just be giving your money to them. Be more discretionary with your charity. When you're dealing with like the suburbs, if you might be a minority, just realize that you can break those stereotypes by just being the total opposite. So that means if you're black, you want to present an intellectual person that's responsible. That's what you want to present to those who might not know you, who might be judging you. Now, in terms of how you deal with your coworkers, if you have a job, it just depends on them. Like, never be thirsty for anything. That's another matrix thing that we're going to be getting into as the months go. Remember, everybody guilty until proven innocent. Never thirst for anything other than a cup of water or Kool-Aid or something. Anything with people, do not thirst. Control your desires. So don't thirst for your coworkers. In fact, I would advise you not to have any relations with coworkers, because you never know if they're going to come back lying on you, and then you'll be out of a job. And one of the most important things that you going to learn that you really need to be no matrix, you got to have some cash, man. Because if you don't have your money right, you're going to be forced to deal with matrix things all the time. Let me say that again. If you don't have your money right, you're going to be forced to deal with matrix things and matrix people all the time. So, other than your time spent before the Most High, that should be, and your time spent trying to be in good shape and be in good health, that should be your next thing. If you don't have kids, that should be your next thing. Not women. Not women. Because, again, in relations and socializing and friendship, stuff like that, never thirst. Never believe in loneliness is the next thing. There is no such thing. If you're lonely, you're in the matrix. If you realize that you can have the same fun, have the same peace or more by yourself, you might be on your way out of the matrix if you're not already out. Do not need people. Good people who add positive things to your life are a want, not a need. You don't need people. They're all guilty until proven innocent. You never thirst after friendship with guys if you're a guy. Sex from girls if you're a guy. Never thirst for anything dealing with people. If you're going to thirst after a being, then you should be thirsting after the righteousness and thirsting after knowing God and Him giving you the revelation. Because His revelation will help you to escape the matrix. Who you think I'm getting all this stuff from? Who you think I'm getting all this stuff from? So, now let's talk about the thugs. Let's talk about the thugs. This is important. Do not listen. This black stuff, you got to let that go. You got to let that go. Everybody, yes, the civil rights, slavery, all that, most of it happened. But do not think you owe these people nothing. Some of these people will kill you. You need to listen to Charleston White. Like, I really like Charleston White. I really like a lot of, the majority of the village arsonists. He's another one. You need to listen to these type of people who going to give you that other piece that you need to understand what you're dealing with in regards to black people. If you think all black people is take it from me. I just quit a job last year that was predominantly black people. All they was talking behind my back, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them. Some of them probably still is. You don't owe them nothing. You owe yourself. You owe your kids. You owe your future generations. That's who you owe. And you got to get yourself in position financially to not have to ask none of these people for nothing, because I'm telling you, the few black people that you do like, you're going to begin to hate them if you had to ask them for something, because you're going to see how they really are, especially the ones who always talking black this, black that, brother this, brother that, sister this, sister that. But when it's time for somebody in need to ask them for something, they're not going to help them. Or if they do, it's going to be with a lot of mouth. And you're going to have to pay them back, obviously. So it's basically a loan. Just keep your credit score up. You can get a loan from anybody. We're going to talk about that. So let go of that social oppression and that stuff. I found out a lot about guys that I grew up with. I had their back when we were younger, all type of stuff. When that George Floyd stuff happened, I found out, I already knew a lot of these things, but a lot. If you anything like me, I had a wonderful childhood. I have positive memories of practically everybody that was in my childhood. But when that George Floyd stuff happened, I saw people's true colors. I saw their true colors. And now it's I really don't want to deal with some of those guys at all, because I saw their true colors. And then when I start seeing a person's true colors, I start connecting the dots and I start remembering other stuff like, you know what? I should have knew that when he did this. I should have knew that when he did that. Remember, do not thirst for people. If you want to thirst for somebody, if you want to sweat somebody, sweat God. Get down on your knees and pray that he will come into your life and that he will be that person that you need. Because these people are evil and selfish and narcissistic and judgmental, full of stereotypes. And you have to know this. That's why you should never be depressed. You should never think about hurting yourself for any of these people, because these people gravitate towards evil. And they mean you no good, and you need to understand this. And understanding this is you climbing your way out of the matrix. Climbing your way out of the matrix. However you want to dress that way. Dress that way. Now, I'm not telling you to do anything against Scripture and against God. I'm talking about in regards to things that he would approve of. You want to dress a certain way, dress a certain way. You want to wear your hair a certain way, wear it a certain way. Me personally, I do not like barbershops. Like, I just don't like barbershops. If y'all wondering, man, that ninja need his haircut. I don't like barbershops. Like, I had a barber that, I used to go to him because I could get in and out. Wouldn't hear all of this talk, F Trump and all this talk, this like kind of bait me into an argument that I don't want to have. Then the music, like smelling weed everywhere. Like, no. So you gotta look how you comfortable looking, and you gotta act how you comfortable acting. If you a nerdy introvert, be a nerdy introvert. And don't worry about anything these people say, because these people do just like you. These people ain't no better than you. Again, we talked about that on the first one. In your mind, everybody should be equal or less than equal. Nobody should be greater. The only person that you should view is greater than you as the Most High himself. I don't care how much money you got. And all of y'all YouTubers, I'm going to tell y'all too. I don't care what you got. You will never be better than me. Never. Now you should think if that's what make you comfortable thinking you better than me, then hey, whatever you got to do. But you will never, in my mind, be better than me. Keep shaving your head. Keep your beard. Whatever you got to do. But just understand that you will never be better than me. I don't care what girls like you. Girls like me too. And you still not better than me. That stuff don't even matter anyways. Like, y'all, if you think that how many women you could get matters, you're a freaking simp. You're a freaking simp. So when you come out the house, you shouldn't be nervous. You got to overcome that nervousness, because that nervousness is you acting like you're not good enough. You got to overcome that, and you have to understand in your mind, casting down imagination, everything that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. That's red pill. The Most High said you were equal. The Most High never said any of these people was better than you. You are letting these people make you feel insecure. And that shouldn't be. Your people at your job, so what? Laugh. I heard a dude, I was laughing to myself because they was playing these games with him at work. And he said, man, what's effing funny? And they end up getting into it because this is what people do. These guys be thinking they cute. They think that they just God's gift to the earth, and they not, man. Some of them name ain't even in the book of life. God don't even like them like that. But they'll think that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination in the sight of God. It is dangerous to be popular with men. Because in most cases, that means the Most High don't even know you like that. Because remember what I told y'all. rejection is an open invitation from God. When people reject you, you know he got his hand out like this. Because when his hand is out like this, the devil is going to try to deceive you and have people rejecting you so you would take it the wrong way and end up losing your soul. When they reject you, that's him like, all right, come on. And I bet you he knows your name. When nobody else know your name, he do. When everybody know your name, he don't. Which one you gonna prefer? So these are the things you have to know in regards of dealing with people. You don't owe the hood nothing. Get out of the hood. If you smart, if you ain't a criminal, if you ain't a drug addict, if you ain't a gang member or any of that stuff, why are you still there? Pile your money up and leave. Go to an area where people don't steal and act like that. You don't own it. We not, listen, man. Listen. A thief, if you're not a thief is an op. If you're not on drugs, a drug addict is an op. That's the way it works. You got to find people that's going positively in the direction you going, man. And don't think you owe nobody anything. If you were to win Powerball, Mega Millions, any of that stuff, you shouldn't be helping nobody that wouldn't help you before you had it. If they would have helped you, if you know they would help you, help them. But if you don't know they'll help you, why are you trying to help them? A stingy person gets nothing from me when I make it. If I know you stingy, you get nothing. I don't care who you is. You get nothing. It don't matter who you related to. You could be related to me. You get nothing. So when you dealing with people, you know and do enough research to know what's best for you. And do not let them take you in any other directions. Don't do no drugs. If you drink, do not drink to get behind the wheel drunk, or don't do any of that stuff. You don't owe these people nothing. They owe you. If they doing evil, they should be glad you even come around them. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is part 2 of the No Matrix miniseries. Dealing with people, today's world. Thanks for watching.